Hey guys, welcome back to my trading channel. In this video, we talk about Pengu coin once again, and you can see here the weekly candle is about to finish. The key candle for this week, which will decide whether we are stagnating, moving up, or moving down. So with that, let's start the video. Let's analyze Pengu coin and see which price point you can enter, or of course, do you need to wait it or hold it, or maybe just wait for some more time for the pullback to happen so that you can buy it on the right price point before it rally towards 10 cents. So again, let's start the video. Let's talk about Pengu coin by Pudgy Penguins. So you can see here, we take a look at the weekly chart. So weekly chart has shown a good amount of resilience. However, from this particular point, let me draw an arrow and show you right over here. You can see the choppiness right over here. The market is not moving anywhere. You can see the token going up in green, then coming down, then going up. But this candle, which is this week's candle, is not showing good signs of strength. Also, I indicated that this particular segment is crossed by these two red lines. Now, these two red lines indicate the favorite retracement, the biggest resistance for this token. You can see in the past candle also, like explained in my previous video, this is the biggest resistance for this candle, and that is when it start falling apart. The previous prior action is the proof of it before climbing up. Now we are reaching the same spot once again. So we are hitting the same spot here and same spot here, and that is why the token is stagnating. But on the contrary, if you look closely, in this case the token declined with every week, but here it is stagnating, showing some strength in resilience. However, this doesn't mean the token is about to go up, and for that we need to take a look at the lower time frame and see what is going on. Now you can see the daily chart here has made or about to make a high test candle. Of course, the candle is not yet finished, not yet completed, but it is making a higher low, which is right over here. This is very bearish for this token, but you can see here it has a support of 50 EMA here and 20 EMA here. So the pattern I see on the daily chart is something like this. Let me draw it up for you. So it is going here up, then crashing down, then here, then it will crash down, then go back here. So it will either go up or either go down. Normally, when the trend is bullish, it usually scale upwards, which means it can turn bullish. However, for it to go bullish, you have to cross this red line, which is at 0.045 key resistance level. So it will be tough for it to make a breakout upwards, especially in the month of August 2025, which I strongly believe this can be the month where it stagnates, come back to value before pumping up. So you can see from the weekly chart also, there's a lot of room for it to go down. You have this 20 EMA right over here, the blue line as you can see here, and these two lines, the yellow lines, which are key trend lines for this token. So there's a good amount of path for this token to actually crash and come back to nearly between 2 to 2.5 cents, which is right over here. That is quite possible. So personally, I don't think after analyzing the chart, it will pump immediately. Expect a stagnation in the token, which means the market is going to be undecisive for quite some time. And of course, you will be frustrated for quite some time because the token is not going to move a bit. It can move down temporarily to the level of 0.025, which is fairly possible, but going up beyond 5 cents may not be possible in the month of August and September. Despite Ethereum crossing $4,000, Bitcoin showing strength, I believe there's still time for this token to pump up. So again, if you want to buy it for the first time, I suggest just hold on to it for some more time. Watch the chart, wait for my videos, join my Telegram. I will keep you updated and then make an investment decision, because buying at this price point may not be a good idea because you're buying at nearly all-time high. So overall, I am very bullish about this token. I strongly believe with a total supply of 88 billion token, it can easily hit 10 cents. But not immediately and not now, because overall trend is bullish, because it will go down to correct the price before moving upwards, and there's a good amount of space for it to go down before pumping up. That is quite possible. So wait for it, wait for the candle to finish. If this green candle will come down below this red line expect it to crash down more. This line is close to 0.037. You can take it as 0.04, and once it goes down below this week, that means we're going down to 0.025. That is fairly possible. So again, keep eyes on. It is bullish token. It will pump, but not immediately. That's my view about this token for this week. Comment below and share thoughts. Will you be buying it more, or will you be selling it out? With that, I complete my video. If you're liking my analysis, please subscribe, press the bell icon, and let's meet tomorrow with a new video. Thank you.